Yema wajuma wakwaba from Cstv News at 24 eso mrena so say sama itwegu ewo man mu no omanhodo so ne yede bedai mu se kase ne nsem no yade se apomodin eni jedie ana afen so amana ne enso eka ho yede beso mu se kase mayen hwe nsem no de bedi mu akotene Sam George Ede suwo abo aya abanda da se sika bi a wo se wonya no afa obi ensase Sanso and a crossad a day at the share at some penny enemy said a past mistake and I said mistake I would be a wire or so often with Jerry. I feel soon about the to just say parliament a idea so my pass say you every day. I feel so about a day I bet you it just said 57 radio stations the idea says so not yeah. So a Juma and I say Juma more amo de beba ne wie Wayne in semen hudra obete ewo kase se kase beba wa kwema ya bofo bi na asoya sna ye de eson yeb decoration Sarah's Dream Jewelries treat by Manel KS for Famous Co Limited Rima Ushering Agency Silas Street Tom Brown Amasa Block and Machinery Block Factory and asoya sna ye de kase eson Meka o se okoya be fidetin time so Facebook Cstv GH Sanso and YouTube Cstv GH okwa like share na fe so for adwentre so eto ase emrepem ne ye be kenkan ni na ede ama o ye twa ye hosima ye ba ye de ntremu ankasa ebe so mu Yadasi yashase ne yedi yeni etremu ewo Sam George akate na ono na eye oswafo a wo hwen pitanwudie nsanso ode ato edwase eye nita juma wo ye ewo abandada no ampanso no ayade se sika bia na twese ewo se wonya no ayade se efa obi insase na wo tremu a impempen sika eda eye nita account mu no eye 25 Ghana cedis per
Ghana cedis, 89 pesos. But what they have in their account is 25 Ghana cedis. This is the ministry that we inherited. This is what we took over. NITA, for example, has a certain contract arrangement with a third-party vendor. I have summoned the third-party vendor to appear before me tomorrow because I do not understand how all the revenue coming to NITA, the previous administration signed a contract that has taken all of that fund, all the revenue that comes, and gives it to a third party. And so NITA is not getting any money.
Minister for Communication, Technology and Innovation, Yewura Sam Natejot, or the Atuja Wotremu say, radio stations by say Edionum and Sunday. I dare say, Woba Betu, Nesadity, Wotremu, Shayabia was say, what this and ya dear say, what this so empty no, Woba Betu, 57 radio stations now, Aboboson.
Number of about 63 radio stations whose frequencies are not going to be revoked but are going to be suspended. We've suspended the first 6. I will be coming to the house to brief the house fully on the outstanding ones. I have engaged the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association. I have engaged the Media Foundation for West Africa. And they are fully aligned with the processes that we are undertaking. Because we cannot have a situation where media houses would flout the regulation and say that because of press freedoms, the conditions for their licenses will not be met. I will not, like the previous administration did, be revoking licenses. There's a difference. I will be suspending the licenses, offering them the opportunity to remedy the anomaly in their cases. And in this case, there are huge fines to be paid.
Professor Smile Gavajesi, a Deputy Director General at the Ghana Education Service, 9-day opening plan as a president at the Nagrat, a Eric Ediatu, a just say, a dear say, Pennyful and answer Mampenia share, Nasa Mammy, what J. A. Nidibra Eddie a Frenesa, in Saint Sabi and or the Etsuja.
Solidarity forever for the union catch up and say, public service, any civil service, no, with political appointment. We are destroying it. Public servant, teacher, civil servant, office secretary, except we are professional. Except we are neutral. Obia yede ne baba bia e wa sede say uni nipa no ebe ye djuma. E wa sede say uni nipa no eba be ye djuma. So yepa omampanyi John Dramani Mahama cho say on the resetting Ghana agenda ene bae. Ye person on resetting public service, civil service. Any political influence if all these services. Any legacy Obejama or Mangana. Any if you be a natural. Young position me man or university. So a professor. Now a professor Baby ready or preacher Jerry. Position.
Wasan Shemuya say an executive secretary Democrat Isaac Bampo Ado and all the other said they axo or Mampenin John Dramani Mahama and say Kane Mampenin and Ado Danque Kufuado Niebia Waya Yensen Fatano on Shena or Manu and Ye Ebi.
Of Ghana is for all of us. And as law-abiding citizens, we must all comply with provisions in the Constitution. Our Constitution says in Article 195 that yes, appointments of persons into the public services to hold or act rests with the President. But that appointment must be made according to the advice of the Council in collaboration with the Public Services Commission. To the best of our knowledge, as we speak now, almost all the councils of public services are not in place, they've been dissolved. So these appointments that are being made, where is the advice coming from? Because according to the Constitution, appointments must be made in accordance. That means the president must not deviate from the advice that will come from the council. In accordance with the advice of the council. So please, Mr. President, let's all comply with provisions in the Constitution. We'll be writing to the Minister for Jobs and Employment that we want to sit down and talk to the president. You know he's a listing president.
Wabra Ghana Mampeni John Dramani Mahama power yon munyan for Linda Okrose omeye en crime mountain swafo no mami ede enhihye na se wode etu just say so oba be hu anefo be say edionu enum de obehwe na street light anya adwuma ewa en crime pupu ni mountain no obehwe na wenya sa nkania ni bi eno na twese wode kokobo ama na se wode ehye ama journalist and I say what journalist say one call na one question say light now or castle bay no wayampa.
In fact, after the media engagement, there was a one evidence based saying, Nia cancer street lights, ya which Ampara, ya street lights, the AH1. We did this from here, other stretches. Nia, in fact, you can get a cut across Kaswa, Adan, Ingo Prampra. Ain't move any time out of your busy schedule, and move visiting all the places. Ya mentioned said, Ya which one Casamus, Pampa, Nia can a
na meka also gusua ehwe Cstv news at 24 akanka se ana we ne gusua wo hwe no na ye to aso ana ye de ani ekwa kochire mu ewo mrahye bedwafie na ndey ayade se electronic transfer levy ye twa ne tia se 11 no aban apase bill na Chese what trace omampeni John Dramani Mahama edenensa ebehya ase na aye imra.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that the Electronic Transfer Levy Repeal Bill 2025 be now read the third time. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Honorable members, question numbered item 50 at page 12 of today's order paper, accordingly moved by the minister responsible for finance. Any seconder? Yes, I second the motion. Honorable members, the motion is moved and seconded, and it is for the consideration of the House. Honorable members, motion accordingly adopted, and the Electronic Transfer Levy Repeal Bill 2025 is read the third. Honorable members, the question is, those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The volume of the work is making me speed up. Honorable members, the ayes have it.
An act to repeal the Electronic Transfer Levy Act 2022 at 1075 and the Electronic Transfer Levy Amendment Act 2022 at 1089 and to provide for related matters.
The motion is adopted. The Electronic Transfer Levy Repeal Bill 2025 is now read the third time.
Onumanyafo Brian Champon oswafo anase parliament parliamentary candidate de ma Betifi constituency or the atuja what trebu say I was a finance minister any government or she na VAT no what see me fro send ye be ya adeso a eda so no amafo ebe ehun ebe hinhan wo.
To say that however, and I quote, however, the imposition of the e-levy was met.
Mr. Speaker, let me come to the so-called 24-hour economy. When the president came to this house, he promised us in his sooner that the 24-hour economy will find expression in his budget statement. He told us when Dr. Atufosin came here, he now tells us the 24-hour economy will come later. The policy will come later. So he lied to Ghanaians. How come in 2025 your maiden budget, the 24-hour economy policy is not featured in that budget? So 2025 we should forget about 24-hour economy. What you are doing in 2025, persecution. 2025, persecution. 2025, persecution. We want jobs. You said that you're going to create 24-hour economy. When Akufo-Addo promised free SHS, he did not defer the
Donkuma banu deni Alexander Fenyoma King kasa ewo mrashe bedwem na odi etsu edwase wo se o mampeni ahwe na odi na adwe esi enia obetimi ayese ne be ya eye nnwuma hoduaro so eye mebru no obetimi enye bi ewo oman mu.
To say that however, and I quote, however, the imposition of the e-levy was met with resistance from the public as it adversely impacted on the disposable income of the citizenry. So the speaker is being presented as though everybody opposed the e-levy. And I think that we should look at the language that some members of the public opposed the e-levy. Also, the rationale, the second rationale espoused in 6.3. So the speaker says that the measure, the reason for repeal is to ensure that there is availability of additional disposable income to households and to reduce the tax burden on individuals. So the speaker, if this is a reason why we are repealing the e-levy, then the e-levy is 1%. Why don't we go and review VAT?
Edema Media for Peace and Social Cohesion. Or there are two a terrible say was media for or Montia in summer a no cray a demo a crogino and no nature say was say what they ever naman for so it to me near echo so ever on mine.
More establish a fact check text. How money soon. You some I did to and some you that political parties, more boy in Nano, they to me, my yourself. There are some in some to piano, more mobilization strategy, political propaganda. In Nano, I say, it so. They to me, a main puna yellow, a connection. Ready at home. Freedom of expression at the same time I did assertion everyone almost produce and almost spread in summer and in the quarter and some HSA essential for political parties, religious leaders, actors, all of our social media in our city. See a better say inspired to journal and occurring and yen summer air atom duty. And yen summer a better Papa Hinumu said on my Ghana back home.
My and I who's my embryo bar, yet did you send service on.
Company Limited. So we pay blocks machines here air papa. None of bonds to assign at that form of the year. And ye, not any Answer Company Limited. Your conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one such using in and nothing so blocks machines are who draw opening in air being so ever ho. To show your child point in a year. There was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Yannick KFC Dino and a dish anymore. Frey, it was 05240 and I say 0540-725850. Amstel blocks machines in Papa Pa Efie.